Hello. In January 2023, I encountered a serious problem. As always, I woke up, then took my smartphone and opened YouTube to spend the most entertaining 6 hours of my day watching YouTube Shorts. You know, this high IQ content of people doing intellectual challenges, doubling and giving to the next person, or simply mispronouncing names.
Mr. Breast Challenge.
But then I realized that shorts need to be fixed. But instead of committing premeditated crimes, I chose to speedrun 100 YouTube Shorts. So here's my compilation of speedrunning shorts.
Why does it sound like there's a ball inside?
That's because there is a glass bowl inside.
This is why you should never hold your pee.
It can weaken the bladder muscles over time and can cause urinary tract infections due to bacteria buildup.
This man dug a hole in his backyard, and what he found inside will shock you.
He found someone's empty bomb shelter, truly shocking.
Do you notice something weird about this jewelry?
They're made out of KFC chicken bones, plated in gold.
Here's what would happen if you touched the sun.
You'd be instantly dead, exposed to the temperature of 15 million degrees Celsius and massive amounts of radiation.
This is what would happen if you were born on a plane.
You will be assigned the nationality of the airspace the plane is in at the moment of your birth, but if you're over international waters, then the country of the aircraft's registration.
This is not what you think.
It is exactly what you think. This device is used to derail trains.
This dad noticed his daughter acting unusual, so he took one sip of her apple juice and immediately called 911.
His daughter was served beer instead of apple juice in the restaurant.
Here's what would happen if you were bitten by 1 million mosquitoes.
You would die, they would suck all the blood out of you.
Apple does not want you to try this at home.
People in India started testing the car crash detection feature on the new iPhones, and of course Apple doesn't want that.
This man gave his girlfriend a necklace, but years later when she realizes what's inside, she breaks down in tears.
There was an engagement ring inside.
Ever wonder why Chapatli always tastes better with their black fork?
What the hell is Chapatli? Anyways, in the short he says that they specifically designed forks to be made out of plastic because apparently using plastic forks tastes better than the metal ones, which is questionable.
What happens if rat poison expires?
The poison will be less effective over time.
This death row inmate's last meal request was so crazy that even FBI agents were shocked.
James Edward Smith was convicted for murder and he asked for a lump of red dirt, which is often associated with voodoo rituals. Prison guards politely refused and gave him some yogurt. That's crazy.
I was recently wondering, what would happen if I put Monster Energy drink into my sea monkey tank?
They will die.
Do you live closer to the area with the highest temperature ever recorded, or the lowest?
Lowest temperature of -89 degrees Celsius was recorded in Antarctica, and the highest was 56 degrees Celsius in California's Death Valley. Are you close?
Did you know that China has been equipping their soldiers with helmets that have a self-destruct button?
Both the soldier and the commanding officer can activate the helmet, which prevents soldiers deserting the battlefield. Also, it's fake.
You should never ride a roller coaster, and this is why.
In the short, he tells about Rosie Esparza, who fell from the roller coaster in the US because her safety lap bar was not properly secured. It was a staff member's fault, so you can still ride them.
What is the most visited website in the world?
It's google.com with 93 billion visits per month.
If you see a white spot on your banana, do not eat it.
It could be either mold or spider infestation. Either way, literally nobody would eat such a banana.
Have you ever wondered what those balls hanging on power lines are for?
They exist so that low-flying airplanes don't run into them.
Could a black hole devour us all?
Yes, but the nearest black hole is 1600 light years away.
This is why you should never use Snapchat.
In this short, he told a fake story about how Snapchat actually saved someone's life. A guy noticed a silhouette of a random person in his friend's Snap, texted her about it, and she avoided abduction. So you can keep using Snapchat.
Do you notice something weird about how Putin walks?
This is a walk that KGB trains their agents so they can quicker draw their weapons.
You should never drink Monster Energy drinks again, and this is why.
She claimed that the monster drinks works with the devil, and their logo apparently symbolizes the number of the beast. But like, should I even say anything about this?
What is the most viewed video on the entire internet?
It's Baby Shark Dance on YouTube with 12 billion views.
People are mad at Mr. Beast for not supporting the LGBTQ community.
That is not true.
China did something messed up at the Olympics involving this little girl.
The girl on stage was lip syncing while the second girl was singing behind the stage. China wanted the Olympics to be perfect and claimed that the singer was not beautiful enough, which is kind of messed up.
Ever wonder why Coca-Cola is so addicting?
Ah yes, my favorite drink. He claimed that Coca-Cola is addictive because of sodium, but there's also caffeine, which is a quite addictive stimulant by itself, and of course sugar.
This is why you should never play Fortnite.
They told a fake story about a boy who wanted to become a pro at Fortnite, but his mom played better and flexed in front of him. The boy molded and killed her. So you can play Fortnite if you want, just don't kill anyone IRL. Also, their content is hilarious, check them out.
What is the most popular movie of all time?
It's Avatar with a box office of $2.9 billion.
Beat secretly hates Mr. Best?
Mr. Who? Also, it's not true.
A girl had intense itching in her nose, but doctors made a horrifying discovery that will shock you. Part 2.
A girl from the UK named Daniela had a 3 inches long leech that had been living up her nostril for more than a month. She got it during backpacking in Asia, started getting nosebleeds, and then noticed it poking out of her nose. It was safely removed in the hospital.
Have you ever wondered why chip bags have so much air in?
They are filled with nitrogen to keep the chips fresh, and the extra volume helps to not get them crushed too much.
This is what your birthmark says about your past life.
Birthmarks don't say anything of the sort, but instead some types of birthmarks can develop into melanoma skin cancer. They usually have distinct features like asymmetry, border, and color, so you gotta keep track of those.
This thief was actually so bad, he wound up being a genius.
He literally was the opposite of a genius. While robbing someone's house in Toronto, Canada, the guy cooked himself some food and then randomly made a photocopy of his face on the crime scene. He was arrested on the next day. Truly a genius.
This is the one thing Gordon Ramsay will always order if it's on the menu.
That's beef Wellington.
This is how dangerous it would be if you dropped a penny from the top of the Empire State Building.
If you get hit, it would hurt a little bit, but not kill you.
Siri has a dark secret no one knows about.
She does not.
Don't ever do this in court.
Don't exaggerate, be specific, don't be rude, don't memorize their testimony, and don't talk outside the courtroom.
A school bully poured super glue on this girl's head, but it's what she did after that will shock you. Part 2.
This guy really over-exaggerated the story. In the short, he said that the girl got third-degree burns and became bald for the rest of her life from bully's super glue, then exposed him with some random footage, but in reality, they were first-degree and she needed to shave off some hair. Then her parents started a Facebook page, went viral, and got lots of support and brought awareness to bullying.
These are the most subscribed to YouTubers.
Top 1 is T-Series with 235 million subs, followed by Cocomelon, Set India, MrBeast, and PewDiePie as of February 2023.
Mr. Beast just got exposed for something terrible.
The guy said that MrBeast scammed and didn't pay the woman who made the toilet cake for his chocolate factory video, but it's not true.
Jeff Bezos doesn't watch the news.
Jeff Bezos says it's bozoing time and has a personal assistant who emails him the news in bullet points.
What's the farthest human-made object to leave Earth?
It's Voyager 1, launched in 77, which is now almost 15 billion miles away from Earth outside our solar system. It still sends data and makes remarkable discoveries.
What's the strongest block in Minecraft?
Technically, it's reinforced deep slate. It takes more than 80 seconds to mine, but there are also, of course, indestructible bedrocks and portal frames, and as the guy pointed out, the air block. So watch his videos to learn more. So what is the saddest and the happiest country in the world? Oh damn, that's me. Afghanistan has the lowest happiness index and Finland is the happiest, according to World Population Review.
This is the most expensive thing ever made.
It is International Space Station, costs over $150 billion.
This game banned players for trying to simulate a real-life tragedy.
Players in Flight Simulator were banned for setting the date to September 11th, 2001, but it's fake.
How many licks it takes to finish a strawberry?
Who would want to know that? Also, the guy was literally biting the strawberry. Anyway, nobody else bothered to do this experiment, so there's no scientific data.
What if North Korea stopped existing right now?
The world would be a little bit safer with less nuclear threats.
Do square eggs have square yolks?
Yes, it is achieved with this device.
This guy cheated in a Mr. Beast video and got away with it.
He did not cheat, and I don't know why I watched this short.
This is why you should never drink booba.
A 19-year-old girl has died after choking on her bubble tea in China. It doesn't mean you should never drink booba, just be careful like with any other food.
So how much water should you drink a day?
Depends on your activity and climate, but 2 liters on average.
This is the terrifying reason that this woman named Soya didn't exist as of last year.
In reality, she was a 50-year-old guy whose face app to follow over 40,000 thirsty people on Twitter. That is legit terrifying.
Can you live in LA without a car?
Yeah.
This cop thought they were alone in an elevator, but you won't believe what he did to her.
It was his retirement day, so they started dancing. Unbelievable.
Who's the richest rapper in the world?
Kanye West.
How many balloons does it take to make the new iPhone 14 flop?
Does anyone care? Took them 30 balloons though.
This boy let spiders bite him every day for 5 years until doctors make a horrifying discovery. Part.
She told her viewers about some app and a story about a boy who wanted to become Spider-Man, so he was bitten by a Black Widow. He had been hospitalized and was fully healthy in a week, and no, he didn't become Spider-Man.
Here are the top 5 most attractive zodiac signs.
Her top 5: Aries, Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio, and Libra, but in reality, it's you.
What if Antarctica melted?
Global sea levels would rise 60 meters, flooding all coastal cities.
This is the world's cheapest Airbnb.
It's in Morocco, Africa, and it costs around $2.34 a night.
What exactly did this photo capture?
That's just some bad Photoshop.
Why is this streamer weeping?
A streamer named Dino finished all 7 From Software games in a row, namely Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Demon's Souls, Sekiro, Elden Ring, and Bloodborne without getting hit once on his stream. The guy's truly a Chad.
So people are mad at Markiplier.
They are not. Even if they were, the PewDiePie incident the guy talked about happened 5 years ago.
The fucking world is $281 trillion in debt. To who?
To me.
To him.
How many seconds are there in a minute?
I should just stop watching shorts, man. I'm 60 seconds.
Can you have babies with minions?
I should definitely start watching shorts. No, you cannot.
Here's what would happen if a marshmallow hit the Earth at the speed of light.
If it remained intact and fell right down into New York City, over 1.3 million people would die according to NASA simulation.
Have you ever noticed that airplanes have buttholes?
It is an exhaust for the auxiliary power unit to power electrical and air conditioning systems.
This is the dark truth about Ratatouille.
The character of Gusteau was inspired by a real French chef Bernard Loiseau, who unfortunately unalived himself after getting a negative review from a critic.
The biggest living organism
is not your mom. It is Poseidon's ribbon weed located in Shark Bay of Western Australia, covering approximately 200 square kilometers according to Guinness records.
What are the descendants of this man doing today?
He has 3 great-nephews who are still alive and wish to remain anonymous and have already changed their names.
Have you ever wondered why Puss was named Pickles by Mama Luna?
It's just a random funniest name I've ever heard.
Make sure your boat's GPS is waterproof.
Because in 2012, Jose Salvador Alvarenga was stranded for 438 days at sea. He caught fish and birds for food, drank rainwater, his own urine, and blood of the animals. He was eventually stranded on an island on the other side of the Pacific Ocean.
You don't want to win a Mr. Breast challenge.
You will have to pay taxes for Mr. Breast's big prize.
This man has not showered in over 60 years and you will not believe what happened.
Muhaji had a peaceful and secluded life. Doctors claim that he was overall healthy apart from a few parasites. Last year, his village neighbors persuaded him to take a bath, but he got sick and died a few months later at the age of 94.
Apparently, there's an illegal size for him.
If your PP is less than 3 inches in Iceland, legally you pretty much are not allowed to marry anyone.
It is time to finally reveal my name.
I don't know if you care, but their name is Isa, I guess.
Is Genji breedable?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which of these 5 yoga balls will explode first?
It was the pink one.
Dog, do you know if you throw something behind the magic chair, you'll get a better item back?
What? No.
He ended up losing all his money behind the chair.
Pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty. See who could that guy? He got pretty.
These students are going viral for cheating.
They use the ChatGPT AI to do homework and write essays.
Have you ever wondered why we haven't gone back to the moon?
It was a race the US has won, so people just lost interest.
Reasons why Japan is living in the future.
Some bottles have a story picture which you can only see after finishing the drink. Very futuristic.
This monk was found alive after 200 years.
He was dead, that was just a well-preserved mummy.
Here's why you should never drink Coca-Cola.
He told a story about Paul Inman, who drank 3 liters of Coke per day and also smoked 20 cigarettes an hour. So he died due to the large amount of fluids in his lungs at the age of 30. So you can safely drink Coke, just don't overdo it. It's been proven to be linked with balding and of course diabetes type 2.
This dentist put a recording device in his patient's tooth and he took one listen and immediately called the police. Part 2.
He told a fake story about a girl who would come to a dentist every day with cracked teeth. So the dentist decided to put a recording device in her tooth because of course he always carries them in the pocket. He then tracked down the device and found a guy who was drilling out the girl's teeth at the bottom of a well for some stupid reason. I don't even want to think about it. Police arrested the guy in the well.
Apparently Canadian money is indestructible.
No, you can still burn it or cut it.
Adolf Hitler is still in power.
Somehow he returned. His name is Adolf Hitler Uunona and he's a politician from Namibia who says that he has no plans for world domination.
I ate no food for 7 days and this is what happened to my body.
He died. Nah, I just lost like 5 kilograms.
Have you ever wondered why Queen Elizabeth never gave up the throne till her last breath?
On her 21st birthday, Queen Elizabeth gave an oath to people of the UK that her life will be devoted to their service.
You should never tattoo your eyeball, and this is why.
Because of common sense.
Is it possible to buy YouTube play buttons?
Yeah, you get one for free and then buy as many as you want separately.
Is Miami's cloudiest restaurant worth the hype?
She liked it, so I guess it is.
Here are the top 3 most likely to cheat on your ass sign.
Her top 3 are Capricorn, Gemini, and Libra, but in reality, it's my ex.
In America, people have house keys. Guess what they have in Korea?
Almost every single home uses password locks to prevent losing or forgetting keys. Finally, I have done it. I have received my daily dose of dopamine. Now, I can safely rest until the next day when I will return to watch more YouTube shorts.